Hello, I am here to unbox and make the T-47 Airspeeder Expansion. Sorry, checking my phone. Text message, Alright, so for the first part, let's unbox this sucker. Oops, I knocked that down, didn't I? Fresh out of the cellophane. Yep. I don't think I'm gonna show the other units. Maybe. I don't know, I haven't decided. Because they come in the core box, so I don't know, it's one of those things. Yeah, maybe. Hey, look at that. If you want to, you can use this cardboard for there's a building right there. Boom. Done. Alright, so here's the airspeeder. So we have the instructions. So it doesn't really have that many different options. So that's fine. Here's the stand. Yep, there's the piece for it to fit right in. Move the plastic out of the way. So I think I will probably glue the plastic to this, but I might just leave that off if I can, because then I can transport it easier. I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's pretty cool. Like, and this isn't one mold, you can tell. So they did some piecework already for you. But so you don't feel like you can't do anything completely. Here's the rest of the stuff. Pop this out and just see how this fits. I don't know, it seems pretty stable. I might want to glue it down later, but like for purposes of tomorrow, being the intro. Base looks pretty big. I think that's probably going to be the same as the ATST as well. So, alright, so here is tokens. Looks like we got the aim, the dodge token. Here's the command token. Here's the vehicle damage tokens. And then, critical hit tokens and then damage markers. Alright, well, that's easy enough. Just throw all these in here. Okay, and let's look at the cards. So we have the T-47 Airspeeder right here. So base of 175 points. So that's a large chunk of the army. Has armor. Has Arsenal 2. Cover 1. Arsenal 2. While attacking, each minion in this unit can use up to 2 of its weapons. That's pretty cool. It's immune to blast and melee, so you can't punch it. Makes sense to me. Speeder 2. While moving, ignore terrain that is height 2 or lower. When you activate, perform a compulsory move. So it moves up the 3. So this thing's gonna whip through, and then whip through, and it can go pretty high. What's that, a foot? It can fly over a foot without being impeded by anything. So its standard weapon is a AP-11 double laser cannon range 1 to 3, 3 red, 3 black, fixed front, and impact 3. 7 health, 5 damage before it takes a critical, rolls a white die for defense, and surge on defense becomes a black. And it can take 3 things. It can take whatever this is, looks like a second gun. It can take a pilot, like Wedge Antilles, who's unique. It can take long range scanners or comms jammer. So let's go through those. So the 2 weapons we have the ground buzzer. It's fixed in the rear. The defender must be inside your rear arc, and that's range 1 to 2. That's 20 points, and it's 4 black dice. Or you can do the harpoon like the movies. So it's range 1 to 2. Impact 1, a red die, so that means you're probably not going to miss. Fixed rear, so tow cable. After a vehicle is wounded by an attack that includes this weapon, perform a pivot with that vehicle. So I perform a pivot. There it is, full pivot. When a unit with the full pivot keyword performs a pivot, it can pivot up to 360 degrees. Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. So you damage a vehicle and you kind of whip it around. That's pretty cool. So the pilot Wedge Antilles is... Oh, that's only 8 points for a harpoon gun. Wedge Antilles is 5 points. He's rebel only, repulsor vehicle only. So I guess no X-Wing right now. Until the end of your activation, you gain full pivot. When you pivot, you can pivot up to 360 degrees. Which is basically means you can do that. But, I mean, you can do this as well. You can be like... That's pretty cool. Alright, so then the 2 things you can take. Long range comlink. During the command phase, you may be issued orders as though you are in range of the nominated commander. Which is cool, because this is going to be flying all over the place. Then we have comms jammer, which is also cool. Enemy units at range 1 cannot be issued orders unless they're issuing an order to themselves. That's 15 points. Basically, you're jamming them up so they can't be issued orders. I don't know how... I mean, I don't think that's really going to show how good it is until people are playing the 800-point games. That's when they'll probably see how awesome it is. Okay, so let's start with the ship building. Now, there's only 2 weapon choices that you can change. So it's these 2. Choice between the harpoon gun and the basically laser gun in the back. What I'm thinking about doing is taking a magnet to it. So that way we can swap out between the 2. There's fins on the bottom. I'm not sure what I want to do with the flaps. Because apparently you can just slap them on. If you're like, we're good, just pop it on. Or you can have the flaps be open. Well, that's for the back. So this is for the... Well, I can get an action pose, like a sideways angle like that. Get the flaps. Because you don't want to catch this and catch the wind. So if I just close this side off, let's see. I don't think this one has a choice. Maybe? Yeah, sorry for the dead space, guys. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do here, or what I'm supposed to be doing. Looks like I'm supposed to do that first. The first thing. I put that like that. Okay. Well, that's easy enough to do. But I think I'm going to pop the flap on one side just for fun. I mean, hey, why not, right? Oh, well. Ah, it's sticking to me already. Can't have that. Oh man, this is extra sticky super glue. Ah, it's like popping right in and then it's popping right back out. Well, I'll have to. Looks like it took some of my skin. Or, not really, but okay. So note to self, this glue is a lot stickier than the ones I used before. It comes out a lot quicker too. Might make it easier putting all this other stuff together though. It said 3 seconds, so it looks like 3 seconds to me. Sounds like why did they even bother not doing? They did all the other stuff. Why didn't they do this one too? But it's fine. It's not complicated. So man, that is fast. It says 3 seconds. That's pretty quick. I wonder if I could glue it tilted. Probably could. That's what I'm probably gonna do. That's what I want to do. That's pretty much done there. That's pretty cool. Great. Come on. Alright. So this is gonna basically pop on like this here. Like that. Alright, well, that seems easy enough. Let's make it happen. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the flap up. When I glue it, I'm going to try to glue it in so it sits at an angle. Because why not, right? Alright, so this is an extra piece that I probably don't need to save, but whatever. 40K load. Save whatever you don't use. You just never know. Okay, so now I got the laser cannons for the front. So I already decided I'm buying a second Airspeeder, but I'm not buying a second ATST at this point. Part of that's due to cost. Actually, that's a huge chunk of it is due to cost. I can't get it any further, so I guess that will have to do. I was going further, but it's not. I probably need to glue it. Oh well, whatever. It's not coming out, that's for sure. Well, I did the best I could, I guess. Okay, so with the guns in the back, I don't even know if I have to magnetize. Oh, look at that. Pops in, pops in. Like, that feels good enough to me. So, we're gonna say, I don't even need magnets for that, but sweet. They'll just go fine either way. Oh, come on, don't run down the thing like that. That's just wrong. Just wrong, man. Not wanting to do it. Well, it's kind of set at an angle now. See how well that stays on. Oops, that's interesting. It's having a hard time sticking to this plastic for some reason. All this glue slightly different than the other glue I had, so. Oh, great. Let's see. You know, I don't have the hobby stuff. That'll probably make it a lot easier. Great. It's not helpful. It's not a little bit. Not a whole lot. Great. Well, I don't know how old this stuff is, but it should still work just fine. Alright. what I'm trying to do is I got this green stuff here. I'm going to try to stick in here. So I can get this desired effect of an angle. Ah, I guess I should do this part first anyway. Why is clear things giving me problems? Alright, well, at this point, it's not falling over, so I'm going to say success. So just so you can see, I did, I kind of gave it a little angle there. So it's not just straight up and down. And I had its flap open. So, alright, I'm going to move it off the table. Alright.